Today in this video, we'll see how we can install PostgreSQL and how we can make use of pgAdmin to interact with the PostgreSQL. So basically, first we'll see how we can install PostgreSQL. So you have to just Google PostgreSQL for Windows. Okay. Yeah. So you have to come here and just click here, and then you have to just click this. After that, it will show you if you want to install for Windows 64-bit. As of now, for 32-bit, it is not available. For Windows, we are interested in for Windows 64-bit. So you have to just click here. And it is also available for Linux 32 and 64-bit. So for Windows, for Mac OS also it's available. For Windows, you have to just click this, and your PostgreSQL will be downloaded. exe will be downloaded. We have already installed, so we won't be downloading it. So you have to just click it, and the exe will be downloaded, and the exe will be downloaded in your download folder. And once it will be downloaded in your download folder, so you have to just click it and you have to follow the steps. You don't have to do anything. Next, next, next. And in the middle, it will ask you for the root password, and you have to write a password. You have to set your password to open your pgAdmin. So you give a password that you can remember, and because the same will be used while opening the pgAdmin, so that you have to remember, or you can keep that password at some place so that you can use that password while using the PostgreSQL. So once the pgAdmin will be installed, PostgreSQL will be installed, you can a pgAdmin comes along with this PostgreSQL installation. Basically, what is pgAdmin? pgAdmin is a graphical user interface that helps you to write query, execute query, create table, create database. You don't have to manually write commands like write SQL query. So it helps you to do the lot of things, and you don't need to write the query. So basically, it is a graphical user interface just to interact with the PostgreSQL. So what we'll do, we'll just click on this pgAdmin. So it will be launching. It takes some time, so you don't need to worry why it is taking time. For initialization, it takes little bit time. Yeah. So you can see our pgAdmin has came, and yeah, you can see at the start, you will be seeing this screen server, and then you have to just expand it, and you have to just like the same that I already told you. While installation, it will ask you to set password for the root. So you might be having set some password. That same password you need to enter here. So I have set some password. Then, and you can also save it, because for the next time when you came using pgAdmin, so it will not ask you for the password. So I'll just click OK. So you can see I have already created some database company. So what we can do, we can just delete it. We want to create a fresh. So I'll just delete it just to don't confuse you. I'll drop it. Yeah. So now you can see default Postgre comes with one database, that is a Postgres, that you have to understand. And for the table, you need to go here, schema, under a public section, you will see a table section. Here, you will see a table. So basically, this is their structure, a database. Under the database, there is a schema, and under schema, there is a public schema, and then the table will be there. So we won't be creating a table, our database here. So a table here. So basically what we'll do, we'll create a fresh database. Okay. So what we can do, we just right click this. You have to just right click, and it will asking a create database. Okay. So we'll be specifying your database. So I'll say my database has a company. Okay. And you can specify your comments. That is not mandatory. And you just click on this save. So you can see a fresh database has been created. You have not written any query, just like create database name as. So you have not written any query. You have just selected the menus and you just specify your name and database has been created. So you can see like the structure that I already mentioned you. So under company, you will see a schema. Under schema, there is a public, and then you can see a table. Now, as of now, we have only created a database. So we can see there is a no table. So now what we'll do, we'll create a table. You have to just right click this table and then can specify your table. Now you can specify your table name. So I'll write name employee, like I have given the table name as an employee, and you are saying a schema. You specify your schema here, that should be under public. And then the next thing, that you need to specify your column name. So earlier, like when you are writing a query, so you need to you have to write a SQL query like create table name as, and then you need to specify employee ID, employee name as a, you need to specify your data type, those kind of thing. And maybe sometimes need to encounter some SQL query syntax error. So here you don't need to worry. What you can do, you can just specify the first column name. So I'm saying my first column will be employee ID, obviously, and I am specifying this as an integer. You can also specify a lot of data types has been given. You can specify also a big int, and then you are saying that obviously employee ID has to be unique. It won't be not null, and it has to be primary key. You can specify this. Okay, so you have specified employee ID as a primary key and also not null. Okay, the next column you can specify as a name, and then you can give this character varying, and you can specify the next thing. Also, you can specify if the name cannot be not null, you can specify, but that cannot be primary key because same different person can have a same name, but they cannot have a same employee ID. And then I can give address, or I can say a salary, and then salary I can say character varying. In my case, obviously it should not be not null, because there will be no employee that won't be having any salary. Obviously it will be they will be getting salary. And then I can give a next salary. I have given a wrong data type, so I can say big int. Okay, and then the next thing, the last one, I can say address. Okay, and then again I can say this may be character varying array, and then I can say maybe address can be a null, maybe something like that. We can, and then we can save it. Now you can see, like already mentioned you, for to checking the tables, you can see an employee table has been created. You can see a column with ID, name, salary, and address has been there. So it has been created. So have you written any query? No, you have not written any query. What you have done, you have just gone to this table, you just right click, you just selected some options, and then you specify, you have given some name, you have not written any query. So this is the what you can say power of pgAdmin, that helps you to create a table. And now we'll see how pgAdmin helps you to write your query to insert records into this employee table. So what we can do, we can just right click this and like this same. So what we can do, we can, now I'm interested in insert query. I need to insert some records. Okay, so for some records, so you can see the query has already been created. It is just asking me to feed the values of this ID, name, salary, and address. So what you can do, you can just feed the ID. So ID you can mention as 1001, and you can say name as maybe Ramesh, and maybe salary you can specify 60,000, and you can say Mumbai. Okay, and then you can run your query. Yes, so one query has been executed. Similarly, you can use this same query to insert your second records. So to then Ramesh, you can say as maybe you can say okay, and then you can say this 70,000. You can say Suresh is staying at Delhi. in Delhi, and then you can run your query. Okay, now you can say the third one, 1003. You can say what you can say, Pritesh. And he may be having getting salary around 90. You can say he's staying at Pune. Okay. Now the next one, you can say the next employee is Mahesh. Maybe he's getting salary around 95, and he's staying at, maybe you can say, Ahmedabad. Okay. And now you can say, or all your four records has been inserted. Like we have inserted four records. And if you want to see all the records, so you can just, again, we'll make use of this menu, and we will see we are interested in select query. So you can just say select. So you are saying I'm interested in all the rows, all the column records, all the columns, ID, name, salary, and address of all the employees. So I'll just run this query. So you can see all four records has been displayed. So this is how you can make use of pgAdmin to reduce your burden of writing a complex query if you're not aware with query. Just helpful, and it will make use of writing it writes query. You just need to feed the values, and that's it. So basically that's all. I just wanted to explain you how you can install PostgreSQL, how can you can make use of pgAdmin to create table, create your database, and how you can insert the record. So that's all. If you like this video, please share and subscribe my channel. Thank you.